print 2, and so on. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
But if I ask you to print the numbers from 1 to 100, then what? Obviously not, you're not going to write like this, print 1, print 2, print 3, till print 100. So for these kind of work, what we have looping. That is repetition of a particular task. But I have to I have to print some numbers which are being incremented by the value 1. Right? We have to print the values, we have to print the numbers from 1 to 100. Yes or no? So we have to basically repeat a particular task, but for repeating the task, we have to increment the value one by one. That is, first we have started printing 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, 5 like this, and so on till your value 100. Or it is 10, suppose for example I say. So for that case, you can use looping. So we have two kinds of looping. What kind of looping do we have? We have two types of loop. Yes. What two types of loop do we have? We have two types of loop. What those? We are not talking about decision making. We are talking about the looping. For and while. But we have two types of loop. That is for loop and your. Sorry. Do while. Have you studied about do while? Do while is there in C, C++, right? Java. It's not there in Python. So in Python we have two loops, that is for and while. Both of them are the entry controlled loop. Both of them are what? They are entry controlled loop. Entry controlled loop means first of all the condition will be checked. If the condition is true, then only it is going to execute the particular block which is written inside it. So, but there's a difference between this for and while. There's a condition, that there's a situation where we have to use this for and where we have to use this while loop. So, for loop is always used where the number of iteration is known to you. For example, if I said that I have to print 10 numbers from 1 to 10, what I print? Are you not getting it? Are you getting it?
Yes.
Okay. So for loop is used where the number of iterations, that how many times the block, that particular statement has to be executed, then in that case for loop is used. Right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, what you are looking at? Blank. सब blank होके बैठे हैं इसलिए. For loop, let me write the syntax of this for loop. For iterator in, now might be a sequence over here, or you can have for iterator in range. But we can have two things in the for loop. We can have for iterator in sequence. Sequence is what? Sequence can be your list. Sequence can be your string. For iterator in range. Now I don't have any sequence or I don't have any list. No string or list in here, but मेरे पास एक range है. For example, if मुझे 1 से 10 तक जाना है, तो 1 से 10 तक के लिए मुझे क्या range लगानी पड़ेगी कि 1 से 10 तक जाना है मुझे, उसके लिए range चाहिए. Right? So for that case also for loop can be used. But we are aware कि for loop के अंदर हम जब भी कोई काम करते हैं तो हमें पता होता है कि loop कितनी बार चलने वाला है, तभी for loop का यूज करते हैं. Because we know ना कहाँ तक जाना है. अगर कोई सीक्वेंस भी है तो सीक्वेंस यहाँ पे एंड हो जाएगी, उसके आगे लूप भी चलेगा, एंड हो जाएगा. तो एंड वैल्यू हमें देनी कंपल्सरी होती है फॉर लूप के अंदर. राइट? भव्या, आर यू गेटिंग इट?
Yes, sir.
Now, a for loop के अंदर if I talk about the range function, let's see ये range function क्या है. What if I just have included a single value in the range function? Is it the start value or the end value? It is end value. If I have included the single value in the range function, it is end value. I don't have, there is no start value right now here. Is there any start value? No, we don't have any start value, just have an end value, that is fi. Is it visible? The board is visible to you or not? Not visible. So why don't you come here? You can come here. Then visible. For example, for I in range 5, we have the end value. We have the end value, but we are not having any start value. So by default, the value of start is 0. The end is 5. 5 means the loop will go till. Now this is the rule. Whatever end value is given to you, you have to go till and minus 1. Trend I. Now let's see. This is statement for sure. This statement is inside this loop. Because of the indentation, this statement is inside this loop. So this is for I in range 5, that is will go to 4. We have a start value as 0. By default, the step value is 1. That is step. That with what value this particular iterator will get incremented, right? Or decremented. So by default, if we have a single bit in the range function, this is the end value, start is 0, step is 1. These are the by default values. For I in range, no. The value of start is 0. Will print 0. I will get incremented by 1. Now the value of I is 1, then 2, 3, 4. We'll get end here. Because the end value is 5, so the last value will be 4. Clear? Any doubts? Please ask me if you have any doubts. अरे decline भी चाहिए decline में आ जाएगा any other doubts? No. One second. Can you please repeat what is the question? You haven't written the range word.
Yes, sir.
Achha, what you have written then?
Sir, I haven't written the range word. I have just written for I in and then the list. And the output.
List the.
Sir, the bracket one. So, we are sequence.
You have written a sequence.
Sir, in the bracket I had directly written bracket on my given. I had it.
Can you please write down in the notebook? Column, I got it column. Semicolon. Simple column. The output was?
The output was different. The question was some of it. I had mentioned the word. The output was coming out. While I had the specific and added the word and then the output was
With this value, the output was having what? 0,5. Please say me. By the way, this is nothing but an average. Right? It's a sequence. So first the value of I is 0. The second time the value of I is 2. It's a sequence. Right? Let me tell you what she's asking. But she's asking about the sequence of what if I cannot write the range function here, but I write a sequence. For example, the sequence could be your string, list, or tuple. Suppose I'm taking a for I hello. String I. So it will be HELLO. This I will point to the variable, the character H, then E, then L, then L, then O. A sequence. But you have taken tuple, that is 0,5. This is a tuple. A tuple having two values, one is 0 and second is 5. It's a sequence. When you printed or whatever combination you have performed inside the loop, the value of I was, in the first iteration the value of I was 0, second iteration the value of I was 1.
This format already.
Sorry.
This format the page.
Acha. Then.
It was quite difficult. So I will send you the screenshot.
Now please send me the screen. But if you have written the code like this, the value of I will be 0 first, and then the value of I will be 5. This 2 iteration will be like the value of I will be 0 the first iteration, second iteration will be 5. Nothing else. Alright. Yes?
Actually, sir, I joined the class very late. So, can you explain the concept of looping from starting or beginning? Concept of looping from starting.
It's already been 15 minutes. Chalo. Looping means just repetition of a particular task, right? That if I ask you to print some numbers or we have to perform a task in which there is a repetition. Again and again we have to perform similar tasks, but for sure with some different values, right? So in that case we use looping. We have two kinds of looping. One is the for loop and one is the while loop. For loop is used when the number of iterations is known to you. That how many times you have to execute the loop. 10 times, 100 times, 50 times, 1000, 1 lakh, 1 crore times. It's up to you that how many times you want to execute that particular loop. How many times that particular statement or the block has to be executed. Right? So we are studying about that only for loop. So we studied about the range function which is there in the for loop. So if there is a single value in the range function, it is taken as the end value and will terminate the loop at 4. Right? The start value is not mentioned here, so by default the start will be 0 and the step will be 1. Right, Himanshu?
Yes.
Let's see to the next example. See. Now, what if I am having two values? That is 1, 10. And what if I print the value 1? The result would be 1 to 9. The result would be 1 to 9. Now we have two values in the range function, start and the end value for sure. Whatever the end value is will total minus 1 only. So the result is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Clear? Now, third one will be including 3 values in the range function. The first is start, second is end, third is step. So starting from the value 1, take a step of 2, the value is 3. We have to go till the value 9. Achha, what if I have written 11 here? Still it will be 9 because it has to go till 10. But taking the step of 9, taking the step of 2 after 9 will be 11. But the last value is 10, so we cannot go further 10. So it will be 10. Please write it down if you want to write anything. Or if it is clear to you already, then you want to write it. But if you want to write it, then. Bobby, are you getting it here? Do we have a new student?
So can you do that program which you gave in the practical file, that is to print the sum of first 5 odd numbers in unit?
You can do it.
I wasn't able to do that.
You are able to do the question of?
Find the sum of first 5 odd numbers in unit.
Let's do that. While first of all we will be completing 4, then we will be jumping to the other. Sorry. Now the question. Let us know the manual execution of this program. We have a variable sum of odd, which is 0. We have sum of which is 0. For I range 1, 11, the value of I right now is, if I percentage 2 equals 0. Now this is the condition to check whether the number is odd or even. Yes. So this is false. Else s of odd plus equals to y. The value I will get added with the value of s of odd. So it will be plus 1, that is 1. Will increment the value of I, odd is 2. 2 modulus 2 equals 0. Yes, it is true. S of e1 plus equals to I. S of e1 will get added with the value 2, that is 2 now. The value of I will get incremented as 3. 3 modulus 2 equals 0 false. S of odd plus equals to y. S of odd is 1. 1 plus 3 will be 4. The value of y is 4 now. Modulus 2 equals 0 true. S of e1 plus equals to y 6 and so on. Okay. We will go till the value 10. After the termination of this loop, will come out will bring the sum of even numbers and sum of the odd numbers. Simple. Are you all aware with the syllabus of term 1? For the IP students, dictionaries which has to be started will also be there in the syllabus. For term 1. I'll be starting that chapter that I started here. That will also be the syllabus. Syllabus for IP. Basic computer organization. Basic computer organization. It will include all your RAM, ROM, evolution of the computers, softwares, everything, right? Memory and everything. Then you have Python fundamentals, data handling. These both the chapters are basically consisting of basics of Python, right? Then you have decision making, that is flow of control. In flow of control, you have two things: decision making and looping. Decision making will be consisting of your if else, simple if, all these things. Then looping. After that, you have list manipulations and dictionaries. But this is according to the CBSE syllabus, right? But I'll be taking the examination of term 1. I'll be giving you string manipulations as well. Now someone will be asking this question कि sir CBSE ने नहीं दिया हुआ आप क्यों एग्जाम में दे रहे हो string manipulation. So let me tell you, it's a programming language. This string manipulation will be helping you out everywhere, in your class 12th as well, in your class 11th as well, for the topics, right? So that is why we are giving this string manipulations. But for sure, the weightage of this chapter will be so low. The weightage of the chapters will be most for IP students. It will be maximum for from the chapter looping, list and dictionaries. Maximum questions will be from the chapter list, dictionaries and the looping. For CS students, maximum weightage will be from all the chapters. However, the minimum weightage for sure will be from the basic computer organization. Theoretical chapters will be low, will be of less weightage, but your looping.
The maximum.
Yes, Himanshu? Be louder, yaar. Himanshu, be louder. He has left the class. Okay. So the maximum means I'll be giving most of the questions from the chapter string, looping, basics of Python. Maximum question from CS and IP for sure will be from the basics of Python. So go through with that. Go thoroughly, study thoroughly. Continue.
Students maximum weightage is from.
Yes, Himanshu?
Therefore, CS students maximum weightage is from which chapter?
Basics of Python and looping.
Okay, sir.
while loop. Yes, you want to study while loop, no? There's a question which can be asked in the examination. Which loop can lead to infinite execution? किस लूप से आप infinite times एक statement का execute कर सकते हैं? That is while loop. Why? I've told you in the for loop we have the end value. कि हमें जहाँ पे end करना है वो mention करनी पड़ती है. अगर range खाली भी था तब भी उसमें start value थी, उसमें क्या थी? End value थी कि कहाँ पे end होगा. Start हम 0 से कर देंगे लेकिन end कहाँ पे होगा वो value mention करनी बहुत ज़्यादा necessary है. While loop कहता है I just need a condition कि मुझे loop कब तक चलाना है मुझे ये बता. कितनी बार चलाना है don't tell me that. मुझे ये बता दो कि मुझे loop कब तक चलाना है. Means the condition suppose I say and I have the value I as well. Let me write the syntax first if you want to. The syntax for the while loop is initialization, while please do not forget these colons, right? In the for loop as well in the while condition one, because suppose I can give you a question of finding the error. I'll be giving you a code, suppose containing 4 statements, right? And I'll be asking you in which statement there is a error. So keep in mind for these small things that your for loop while loop has a colon at the end. While condition and log of statement. For sure, it can have a statement lesson. We have an update. This is necessary. This updater is quite necessary. I'll be telling you an example why this updater is necessary. So we have initialization from where we have to start. The condition till when we have to do this particular work. The block of statements. What work we have to do? The updater, obviously after each iteration we are going to increment or decrement the value of the variable that we have taken. And statement X could be after the calculation of this loop we can have any statement X or the continuation of the program. So we have the value I which is 1 while I is less than or equal to 10 print I plus equals to 1. Simple. We have 4 lines of codes which will be printing what? It will print 1, 2, 3, 4 till 10 and it outs. That is telling you how. The value of I is 1. We are starting the loop from 1. The condition says, this is the condition, कि जब तक I की value 10 से छोटी है या equal है. जब तक I की value 10 से छोटी है equal है तब तक print the value I and increment the value of I by 1 after each iteration. That is, first of all the value of I is 1. छोटा है, condition will check. Yes, it is true or false? True. Will print I. Printed. Will increment the value of I by 1. That is now 2. Again, this condition will be checked. 2 is smaller than 10 or equal. It is smaller. Print 2. Increment the value. Will go till 10. Now what if I do not write this updater? It will keep printing infinite times. Right? So this is why this updater is necessary. And one more thing, आप जब भी updater use करोगे, तो आप ये नहीं कहोगे कि सर updater चुनो I minus equals to 1. Updater को लगाना था ना? I have this I minus equals to 1, but this condition will always be false. ये कभी true, ये कभी भी false नहीं रहेगी, हमेशा true रहेगी. क्यों? क्योंकि I decrement हो रहा है और I की value हमेशा 10 से छोटी रहेगी. Right? So again, it will lead to an infinite in the backward position for sure, but for sure it will be the infinite times infinite loop. So always keep in mind by placing an updater that updater आपका ऐसा होगा जो condition के पास values को ले जाना.
Sir, last question में जब आपने I plus नहीं पता, sir इसमें 10 के बाद 11 तक
11 तक कैसे होगा? Let me कंडीशन क्या रहेगी कि जब तक i की वैल्यू छोटी है या इक्वल है 10 के, जैसे i की वैल्यू 11 हुई ये तो फॉल्स हो गया
नहीं तो 10 होगी उसके बाद फिर I plus 1 होगा तो 11 ही हो जाएगा।
हाँ अब जैसे ये है 10 तक चला ठीक है, अब i की वैल्यू कह लो सर 11 हो गई,
I is equal to 10 होगा फिर
i इक्वल टू 10 हो गया, प्रिंट i 10 प्रिंट हो गया, i की वैल्यू 11 हो गई, क्या i की वैल्यू 10 से छोटी है या इक्वल है उसके? नहीं है तो 11 है, बड़ी है, लिखा हो ये बात क्लियर है।
क्लियर मेरे को लगा था कि
हाँ बट फॉर श्योर अगर आप ये स्टेटमेंट्स रिप्लेस कर दो उनकी पोजीशन से तो ऑब्वियसली बात है वैल्यू प्रिंट होगी।
सर वैसे ऊपर रखना बेटर नहीं होगा
किसको?
प्रिंट से जो नीचे रखना आई की जो फाइनल वैल्यू है
वो 10 चाहिए ना, मेरे को तो चाहिए नहीं।
मतलब आई की अगर इस प्रोग्राम आगे चलता है तो आई की वैल्यू 10 चाहिए लेकिन इसमें तो 11 होता है
इसमें 11 कैसे होगी?
सर फाइनल वैल्यू आएगी तो 11 है ना।
अगर मैं इसको ऊपर कर देता हूँ तो आई की फाइनल वैल्यू पता क्या आएगी?
अगर इतना 11 है तो आई को 0 कर दो।
मैं नॉट टेलिंग यू हमें आउटपुट स्क्रीन पे क्या मिलता है?
सर आपको स्क्रीन पे 10 ही मिल रहा है
मेमोरी में वो 11 जा रहा है, लेट इट बी।
दूसरा अगर मतलब बाद में चाहिए तो
अगर बाद में जाए कि एक्सेस में भी हो ऐसे कर सकते हैं ठीक है, लेकिन अंडर नहीं है ना इसी स्टेटमेंट को रिप्लेस कर दो।
दूसरा में वही करा दूंगा इससे बेटर होगा प्रिंट में आप बाद में
प्रिंट बाद में निकला लेकिन फिर आपको कंडीशन चेंज करनी पड़ेगी
यस
वो बात। Any doubts in this? No doubts in the looping? Please tell me if you have any. Online students, if you have any doubts in looping, please tell me. Otherwise, we are going to start with a new chapter that is dictionaries. For sure, we cannot go in much detail for the looping because we are very short of time. Yes, Imanshu.
So can you explain a while loop with another example?
While loop.
Another example.
Another example, why not? Suppose I say that you have to calculate the factorial of a number. Are you going to calculate the factorial of a number?
Multiply all the numbers easily.
It's a very simple example. We can use while loop for this. Simple example of it. Suppose the user has entered the value as 5. ठीक है? The factorial is 1 by default. While n is greater than 0. True or false? True. F equals to f into n. That is f is 5 by f 1 n से multiply हुआ कितना हो गया 5. But we are doing जो भी आपका नंबर आएगा उसको आप एक एक कम करके मल्टीप्लाई करते जाओ कब तक 1 तक। n equals to n minus 1. The value of n is now 4. 4 बड़ा है 0 से true. f equals to f into n. f is 5 now. 5 into 4 is 20. n को किधर कम कर दो 3 हो गया। अब 3 बड़ा है 0 से yes it is true. अब इसमें 3 मल्टीप्लाई कर दो। n को एक कम कर दो 2 बड़ा है इसमें 2 मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, ये n को कम कर दो 1 मल्टीप्लाई कर दो, फिर n को कम कर दो it is 0. Condition will be false, will come out print f that is 1.
So when the condition will be false, then it will print.
हाँ, if the condition will be false then it will come out of the loop. This statement X will get executed. You're not writing. Why? You know everything. आता सब कुछ. नहीं क्यों नहीं? This question can be asked in a practical examination. Let us take the attendance. Akansha,
Present, sir.
Arav Grewal,
Sir, R. Grewal present.
Arav Sharma, Agnish, Agnish, Aishwarya,
Present, sir.
Akshita,
Present, sir.
Aman, Aman Tomar, Anshika, Arumita,
Present, sir.
Aryan Sinha, Ayush Sharma, Bhavya Bhardwaj,
Present, sir.
Bhavya Mishra, Daman, Devansh, Devansh, Dishita,
Present, sir.
Galaxy, Gautam Kakkar,
Present, sir.
Gautam Kumar,
Present, sir.
Himanshu,
Present, sir.
Jayant, Kanak, Kana, Kunjal, Kunjal, Lakshya Bansal, Linoy,
Present, sir.
Manav,
Present,
Sir, present.
Pragya,
Present.
Rishabh, Rohan, Sahil Bisht, Sahil Sharma, Sahil Sharma,
Sir, present.
Sanket, Sayyam, Sayyam, Shashwat, Shivansh, Shriya, Siddhant Sharma,
Present, sir.
Siddharth Jain, Vani, Vanshika.
Sir, Kunjal, present.
Who is present? Kunjal.
Sir, Rishabh also present.
I'm calling out the names of absents.
Sir, Aryan Sinha present.
Agnish, Aman, Anshika, Ayush Sharma, Devansh. Anyone from here?
Sir, please make everyone as an attendee. Someone remove me from the meeting.
Anyone present from these students? Agnish, Aman, Anshika, Ayush, Devansh, no one? Rohan, Sayyam, Siddharth, Vani.
Sir, please before class make everyone as an attendee because someone removed me from 3 times.
Now see, the concept of dictionaries. टर्म 2 में आएगा, टर्म 2 में है, टर्म 2 में आएगा क्या शिष्ट
टर्म 2 में है।
टर्म 2 एक्चुअली इसके IUP स्टूडेंट्स के टर्म 1 में है, ठीक है, एंड आई एम हैविंग द क्लास कंबाइंड, सो दैट इज व्हाई वी हैव दिस। अब उनके सिलेबस में स्ट्रिंग नहीं है, but they have studied because of CS students. Dictionaries. Have you ever used dictionary in your life? You must have used dictionaries. So you search for a word and you get a particular meaning. Similarly, in Python, you have a word which is known as key and a value which is associated with a particular key. What we have a key Shri, I have marked said, don't worry.
Sir.
Yes. Yes.
Can you mark Shriya Mishra present?
Shriya Mishra, I have marked you present.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Right, so we have in the dictionary, we have what? We have key value pairs. We have some rules of the dictionary. First of all, how do you create a dictionary? What is a dictionary? So dictionary is kind of a mapping. It's not a sequence. Sequence is strings, list and tuples. But dictionaries are not sequence. They are mappings. A question of 1 mark in MCQ can be this. It will be there. It will be there in the examination. Correct? There is no use of writing this question for you. Term पूरा subjective होगा आपका. ऐसा mapping करो चाहेगा नहीं. Right, IB students. So one question will be there कि dictionaries क्या है. So they are mappings. It's not a sequence. It's a mapping. For sure, it's suitable. Dictionaries are declared or initialized inside these curly brackets. But we have seen that strings are in double quotes, in the triple quotes, list in square brackets. Tuples are in parentheses. We'll be studying about these things later. Tuples. Dictionaries are inside the curly braces. Okay. Now, dictionary can be created. An empty dictionary can be created using two things. We have two options of creating an empty dictionary. One is empty curly braces, or we have a function DICT. Without any values, empty parentheses, we can create a dictionary as well. What happened? So we are having heading, right? So we can create empty dictionaries using two syntaxes that are D equals to. Also D is again, it's not a compulsion that you will be taking D as a variable for the dictionary. It's your choice whether you want to take D, A, B, C, whatever it is. It's just an identifier. You know what identifiers?
Yes.
One question will be there in the examination regarding identifiers. The first question of the question paper will be regarding identifiers. So we are having what? We are having two types of syntaxes to create an empty dictionary. One is D equals to empty bracket, empty curly braces, or DICT function. Both of them will be creating an empty dictionary. Now what if I need some values in the dictionary? What kind of values can be stored in the dictionary? It's not a sequence, it's a mapping, and we have what? We have the key value pairs inside the dictionary. That is. Suppose I have a dictionary like this. The length of this dictionary is, what if I ask you the length of this dictionary? 3. Maybe we have the length as 3. Now length means what? How many key value pairs do we have in this? It's a one pair, second pair, and the third row. We have 3 pairs in the dictionary. How can we identify that this is a pair? Key, colon, and the value. Key, colon, value, key, colon, values. So we have 3 key value pairs in this dictionary. Right? Are you getting it? You are from IB, na? Most important topic for you. Right? Key value pairs. Now, what if I display D of 0?
One column.
Let them. One column. One column Anuj. Anyone else? First value. First value. How many of you are saying that it will be printing the first value?
The concept of a text is the same.
I'm coming to that. Yes. Brackets गलत लगाएंगे.
Brackets are not switch.
What kind of brackets do you want? Curly braces? नहीं. To access and value, वो तो हमें ये subscript operators लगाने पड़ते हैं. Subscript ही लगेगा. है ना? वो तो declare करने के dictionary जो है वो curly braces पे होनी चाहिए. But if I'm printing D of 0, Shashwat, the output will be Jen.
So is the concept of a text the same?
Exactly.
So then it will not.
No. The concept of indexing is not same in this. We do not index dictionaries.
So it will not be.
Dictionaries are not indexed. They are not ordered. It's not a sequence. But then I would have printed D of 1. If you want to access the values of a dictionary, you have to write down the key of a particular dictionary. Right? So now in this case, the output will be clear? Is it clear?
So can you do the length of a dictionary?
Length of a dictionary will be 3.
But then it is not indexed.
But how many pairs do we have?
The length of dictionary is like the number of key.
Number of key value pairs. Pairs. Right? Now, one question could be in examination like, is it possible to access the value, is it possible to access the keys of the dictionary using values? It means, by if I print D of 1, it is Anuj. But if I print D of, then we can. Is it possible to search a word using the meaning of a word? But if you have a dictionary, say, is it possible कि आपको मैं एक word दे दूँ कि भाई इस like meaning दे दूँ इसका word बताओ कौन सा है? You are not getting me. Dictionary में word meaning होता है. Word दे दो तो meaning बता सकते हो. और meaning दे दो तो word बता सकते हो. नहीं possible नहीं है ना. Similarly, in the case of dictionary as well, you cannot access the keys using the values of the dictionary. आप value access कर सकते हो using the key of a dictionary, but you cannot access the key using the value of a dictionary. The topic is quite interesting. We will continue in the next class. You have to be louder. Can key be string? Keys can be of immutable type. We will be learning in the next class. Right? Chalo, we are ending the class. Goodbye. Take care.